Welcome to Unconfuse Me. I'm Bill Gates. You have a gigantic record collection.
Yeah, I do. In terms of volume, I have about 200,000 records.
Amazing.
But I don't want people to think that I just went out and individually got 200,000 records. I'll say that in the last 6 years, what's happened is, okay, so the way that the record industry was, say in the 50s, 60s, in the 70s, there would be something called one-stop shops. And one-stop shops are the people that order in bulk every type of record. And then they'll service those records to restaurants that have jukeboxes, bars, diners that have jukeboxes, local mom and pop record stores. And so what's happening is that a lot of those one-stop shop owners are, they're passing away. And oftentimes, be a family, they had a one-stop shop and they're like, well, we have 30,000 pieces and we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I thought I'd gone past vinyl, but then my friend Bono gave me a turntable, and he was very thoughtful. He gave me about 12 records that he thought I'd like. And next thing I knew, I was using it.
I heard this.
Speaking of vinyl, we've got a turntable here, and I asked you if you might bring a record. So what do you got?
Thad Jones and Mel Lewis. This is, some of the greatest jazz orchestral work that there is. There's a really awesome cover of Get Out My Life Woman, which was a common song back then. So I guess I want to play the cover of Get Out My Life Woman.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And it's a double album. So jazz great Joe Williams is singing on this version. So this album, and this is for my personal collection. I lived in England for a time, and this is one of the first records I purchased. I believe this is 70, yes.
Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more, no.
It's one of the records from my
Get
childhood.
out my life,
Cool.
woman.
Yeah.
You don't love me no more, no.
So that's
Thad Jones and Mel Lewis. Yes.
that's Thad Jones.
Yes.
And that's Mel Lewis.
Yes.
Love me no more, no.
And Joe Williams, a gentleman that's been singing
Get out my eyes, teardrops.
with Duke Ellington since
I got to see my
the 40s is singing on this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I also have a record for you. This is Sly and the Family Stone's greatest hits. I'll bet you have a lot of copies of this, but this is actually signed by the artist.
Jesus H. Christ. Wait. Yo. This is what you call prime stunting. This is Jesus Christ. Right now, actually, I'm coming here straight from the set. I'm working on my follow-up to Summer of Soul is the Sly and the Family Stone documentary. Whoa.
I watched last night Summer of Soul, which was a blast.
Thank you. There's no way I can have a real conversation with you right now because I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll have to ask them how many they signed like that. Maybe not that many. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's rare. That's so rare.
In your movie, Summer of Soul, it was great when you got those artists to see them now that they're a lot older.
Yeah, to see them watch themselves.
They were.
My producer, Joseph, says that that's the best part of the movie. The Harry Met Sally interstitial of them watching themselves. And you got to understand that just randomly, these two strangers came to me with 40 hours worth of footage. And they were like, we know you love music. Questlove, here, take this and direct it. And the way that human nature is, I think, we're so cynical and we're so distrusting. It was almost like, why are you guys coming to me? Like, did Spike Lee or Ava DuVernay say no? Like, am I the last on your list? Like,
Yeah.
is the audio bad? Like, there has to be a reason why you can't find a director to do this. It took me like maybe 6 or 7 months to finally come to grips that, okay, this is your new mission. But for me, the one thing I was worried about was I knew that people of age of the Harlem Cultural Festival, anyone over 45 and up, would instantly gravitate to it. But how was I going to attract someone younger? And, it would have been easy for me to like call up Drake. Like, Drake's uncle is Larry Graham,
Are you kidding?
the
I didn't know that.
inventor of funk, right? Drake's name is Aubrey Graham, and if people follow Drake on social media, then you know that Drake's father is just as famous as Drake is.
Oh.
And Drake's father's brother is funk master Larry Graham. So, that's the type of grasping for straws that I was trying to do. Like, maybe I can get Drake to talk about his uncle or something like that. But what I discovered was that the commonality between millennials and Gen Z with what was happening in the Harlem Cultural Festival, like this 50-year gap, was we were starting to see a parallel movement of like the political uproar and the social uproar and the tension of the time that started the Harlem Cultural Festival, which was, the killing of Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy. And, we lost our leaders and what's happening, the Nixon administration coming in and a lot of programs getting cut. And we were going, through the same thing with unarmed killings and protest and, not knowing if there's going to be, if we're going to live or if we're safe. And so kind of that was what bonded the time periods together. And I think it's a way better story than what I thought it was going to be.
No, it ended up being phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's amazing how much of the music I knew, because that's, the music of when I grew up.
It's weird. That was probably the main battle between me and some of the producers, the exec producers, because the thing is that in my mind, I wanted goosebump performances. I'll give you an example. Stevie Wonder. During Stevie Wonder's 40-minute performance, he's doing his mega hits. I mean, he still had like Yesterday, Yester You, Yesterday, I Was Made to Love Her, My Cherie Amour. He had the hits. But it was like the one song in which I got goosebumps watching him perform was also the one song that showed you what Stevie Wonder was about to do in the future. Like, we got a glimpse of what 70s to 90s Stevie Wonder was about to do. And, they were like, well, no one knows the song Shooby Doo Dah Day, so you want to make this a 7-minute performance and start with a drum solo at the beginning? But for me, it was like, but it's an amazing performance, and that's what we have to go with, not the hits. Let's go with the amazing performance. And so I'm glad that we won that battle.
Yeah, a lot of gospel.
Yes.
It's great stuff.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Unconfuse Me wherever you listen to podcasts.